All right, so missed my entry today. Kind of is what it is. Uh, Being honest, I just wasn't paying close enough attention. I just missed my entry completely. Off rip, we had a lot of key levels today. We had on the one day we had yesterday's low that we hadn't filled. We had the previous day high, or 2 days ago. That high hadn't been touched yet. Um, Moving down to the 4 hour bearish fair value gap. Didn't see much on the 1 hour or the 30 minute. If we go to the 15 minute though, we had this 15-minute bullish fair value gap in Asia session. And sitting around market open, we were run right here. Was watching on the 5 minute. I'm like, okay, we haven't swept London lows. So my prediction was what we were going to do was tap into that 15-minute, respect it, and take London lows along with that, and then reverse up to London highs, and then into the 4 hour, and then also possibly, where is it? This 1 day gap, and then get shorts off of it. But honestly, I missed my entry for longs, which would have been on the 1 minute. My entry, I was honestly hesitant to even enter today because off rip it was really choppy. I mean, it was wicking everywhere. Like you can see there was like long wicks on every candle. But we had chop, semi clean movement. This movement down, create this bearish 1 minute fair value gap, inverse it right here, tap back, or yeah, inverse it here, tap back into it. This is where I would have taken longs if I was paying attention. Honestly, I just wasn't paying close enough attention. I low-key missed it. Kind of is what it is again. And I would have targeted London, or I would have targeted these highs here because London highs already got taken. And then this is where I was looking for shorts after I missed my longs. I was looking because we created this high. We had tapped into the 1 day. We created this 1 minute bearish or bullish fair value gap. I was looking for us to inverse, tap back into, but instead we took external liquidity and just kept going higher. We chopped, went down, kind of chopped, and then we're kind of just chopping upwards right now. I mean, there's no real price action, and it's 11 right now, so volatility is kind of down. But this is if I would have taken shorts where I would have taken them. I wanted it to inverse this and then retap, and then I would have taken shorts down to like right about here, but did not happen. So that kind of just is what it is. Rest of the trading week looks gas though. Thursday and Friday. Um, didn't trade Monday, obviously. Bank holiday, no volatility. Tuesday, I always give the market a break. Um, on days after bank holidays because usually it's not good price action days after bank holidays. That's just typically how it is. That's something I've noticed. But oh, and yeah, I'm no longer using Top Step because they've added a bunch of really weird, annoying rules. I'm on Tradeify now. This is a growth account. It's a 50K. So, gonna see what I can do with it. Verse of the day. Matthew 7, verse 13, 14. 13 through 14. Enter through the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few find it. This kind of just spoke to me today. I was just thinking, I was talking to a few friends before market open, and it, like, our discussion just made me think of this. We were talking about Ben Sirach. We were talking about what it is to seek wisdom, like it talks about in Ben Sirach, the Book of Wisdom, you know. But we were talking about that, and we were also talking about how you have to be fearful to pursue wisdom, and how not many people are fearful of the Lord. And I just feel like this really captures it, because not many fear the Lord and seek wisdom, but they know the Lord. But that doesn't mean they're going to go through that narrow gate just because you know of the Lord. You still have to walk that narrow road to enter through the narrow gate. And I feel like a lot of people may claim they know the Lord, but they're not actually walking his path that they have set for him. And that's something I really I do whenever I trade, and whenever I trade well. Every single morning before I trade, I pray, and I surrender my trading to God, because I feel like that's really important. If you're not surrendering what you do to God, I don't believe you're going to find success in it anywhere, because you really need to surrender yourself so that you can let him use you to do his will, so that you can, be in alignment with him. Because I don't think you can really pursue God but not surrender yourself to him. Because if I'm going to go and I'm going to trade, right? If I'm going to trade, I don't want to have all this money if I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. I want to have a purpose. So if I surrender myself to God, he's obviously going to show me the right thing to do and how to use my money and not make an idol of it, It's like if I get a payout, which is my goal still, I'm going to give 10%, 20%, you know what, a large percent, way more than 10, I don't know why I said that, way more than 10%, first to my church. Second, probably to some donation of my mom's picking. Because I feel like you should always give before you receive. So I feel like you should give out what you can before you take some for yourself. And I think that's just something I wanted to share. But overall recap, missed my entry. Didn't get an entry on shorts. It is what it is, but I'll be back tomorrow and the day after. And I've been pretty inconsistent, so something I'm going to hold myself to during Lent is being consistent. And I'm going to hopefully carry through this throughout the rest of the year. I'm going to keep being consistent. I'm going to keep working on my trading. I got other things coming too. I'm working on a business. I'm working on some other things. I don't know if I'm not going to document that on this channel. I'm going to put it on my other channel. But yeah, have a blessed day, guys.